Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steve and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, get that bell notification on too so you don't miss out on the next episode of Brockton County in Ontario themed city. And make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps the channel a lot. Happy Thursday. This is the second last video of the week and the second last video for a little while. I am taking majority of December off, so starting on Monday I won't be posting, and I won't be posting until January 9th or something like that. Whatever the second Monday of January is. But I might post occasionally in between. But that's the future. What's happening today? Well, we are going to be adding in a bunch of unique factories. We have 4 left, and we're going to get all 4 in today. Why are we doing this? Well, I really want to get all these in before we leave the city for a little while. So this feels a lot more complete. I feel like getting all the factories in is kind of like a challenge in City Skylines. Like it's kind of like a checkbox at least. You know, get all the unique factories in the city. Check. So that's what we're gonna kind of do today. So I have it planned out where we're gonna put all 4 remaining ones. So let's dive into it. Last episode we built a bunch of rail connections, and I know this one was rushed, and I know there's a couple speed throughs because it took me a lot longer than I was expecting. So we built a bit of a hub over here, and then we built a station over here, and then we built one all the way out over here. So that's kind of where we're going to be putting things, except for this one over here. We won't be putting anything over there. And I actually forgot one. I was going to put one in over on this side, so we'll try to do that as well. I don't know if we're going to get a factory over here particularly. This was more for port and future growth. But I did forget to put one over here. I didn't even mention it until I started planning out the unit factories. I was like, oh my god, I forgot to put a factory over here. So let's start off with taking a look at the unique factories we have left. Well, it's these 4. We have the electronics factory, we have the petroleum refinery, we have the soft paper factory, and the car factory. So we are going to start off with the electronics factory, and we're going to go all the way over to the airport. So we built a new cargo hub over here. We are going to take a look at this, and we're going to place it down over on this side. So my thinking behind this is whenever trains might come in, it might be a bit too shaky along the near terrain. I live pretty close to a train line, and yeah, it can get shaky sometimes. So I'm going to try to kind of center it right in between here, and then we'll back it off. So that means we will need to get a bit of a one-way system going here. Let's actually just use the normal roads. We don't need to use the one-way roads, or the one unit roads. I also downloaded some more roads. There was an addition to the Vanilla Plus roads pack. So just you know, take a quick peek. You might find some cool ones that you like. Let's just go with the normal ones actually. This one, 2-lane one-way road with parking. Okay, I don't mind that one. And this one's no parking. Okay, let's start off with this one. We'll bring it off about to here, and then bring this one down into here, and then we'll go over to the ones with parking. Okay, well, what's really the difference between this one and this one, right? This one seems a bit wider, so we'll go with that. Doesn't really even need to be 2 lanes, but I think we might get a couple connections off of here. You know what, it doesn't even need to be 2 lanes, but we'll leave it. Alright, and then we'll throw the unique factory in right here, right off of the main drag here. Let's actually just center it, because I don't think it actually is centered. Let's take a look at that, take a look at that. Yeah, it's pretty close. So what does it need? It needs only 3 things. Wow. Plastic, glass, and metal. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the things over here. So we are going to the warehouses, that's the word. So we'll keep everything kind of basic over there, and then we'll decorate the factory itself. But we need to get those warehouses in. So plastic, glass, and metal. How big is this one particularly? Okay, well, this is going to be the only thing out here. And we actually have things over this way. but that's just for exporting, and it's not even really necessary. What's this one over here? Commercial zone goods, cool. Okay, well, you know what? We never really finished that. It's something that we'll get back to in the future. But I say this is kind of a big importing and exporting region, so I think we can go with some of these bigger warehouses. So plastic, glass, and metal. I think if we go over here, it might be too big. We could go with a smaller one. Or we can just do a bit of an extension here, can't we? So we'll just grab this as a 2-lane. Just like that. And then I need to make sure that we can do a bit of a loop around. There we go. Just like that. Okay. And yeah, that works for me. And let's get the next factory in. Holy cow, there it is. A warehouse. And the reason why we're choosing these bigger ones is basically just because they look a bit bigger. And then I think we'll get a connection over here. Should we? Or should we just kind of leave it separate? Because this is for garbage. This is for cargo. Yeah, I mean, we can leave it separate. Maybe we can share parking, though. I'm thinking this should probably be a 2-way now. Okay, so that means we need to change this up again. There we go. Yeah, I think we'll probably need to do something like that with parking. Okay, well, let's just fill in this with concrete. Oops, missed some over here. And we're good on that side. Maybe we can get parking over here instead. But there is a clean spot right there, isn't there? And then we can also get other warehouses in the future as well. Let's just go with just a ploppable parking lot. Doesn't really need to be that big, right? So we'll just get 2 of these. And we can just fill in that little gap with concrete. Oh man, it always is a bit funky, isn't it? Okay, so we can clean this up a little bit. It can seem a bit more natural. I think we'll get like a walking path or something in between here. I don't even know if you can actually walk across here, so I don't think people will need to walk. But let's do that anyways. So we'll just need to have anarchy on to do this. Okay, and let's just drag this one in to connect. There we go. And then over here, we'll just get a nice clean connection like that. Let's redo that connection, and let's redo this one. And then let's get another thing over here. Okay, I don't really know if we really need to go across here, but I think we will just for the fun of it. And then what we can do is just get some trees in here to make it seem like it's a bit more of some desire path or something like that. Okay, well this will probably, we should probably actually fill this up with some industry instead. So why don't we do that? Doesn't need to be all of it. So we'll just do something like that. And then I don't really like putting them on this part, but I think we can get like maybe just one. So we'll see if that fills up at all, and if it does, sweet. If it doesn't, that's okay. And then we'll just get some trees in there because they'll just cover it up anyways. Okay, so that's nice. Now we're actually looking at this factory now. So what I like doing when I'm plopping down unique factories is taking a look at the asset itself. So there is actually, this is where the intake is for unique factory. So let's pump it up, and let's actually just scooch this over a bit. So it's actually not going to be centered, but that's okay because we're going to get a road down here probably. So trucks come in, and they go right straight through here, Oh man, I hate how it doesn't line up perfectly. I guess we get the point. So let's go over into here, and this is where all the cargo trucks come in. So I'm just gonna add it in a point, and we're going to do this one, add vehicle type, cargo truck. Okay, then we're gonna remove cargo truck from the other one. So let's start off with the one that we just made. This one is for like emergency vehicles and stuff like that. So let's find the front door. It's somewhere over here. So I think we're probably good with plopping it down right in here. But this one is way back on the asset itself, right? So let's bring it forward, and then we're going to swing this one out. And then we're going to make it seem like the cargo trucks are coming in and out of here. You don't really want to go too far away from the road though, because they can kind of get messed up. So this was the building spawn points mod. Oh, you know what? I never set this up. So fill, and fill, and then we need plastic, glass, whoops, and metal. So now with this cargo here, hopefully it'll be working pretty fast. So we need a parking lot. It looks like there might be a door over here. It looks like it's just windows, but you know, maybe one of them's a glass door. It's a bit hard to see, but oh, look at that. So we have access to the rear of the building as well. And then it looks like there's park benches over here. Okay, so I think we need a second entrance into this facility, and we might need to change up this whole idea then. This might need to be a two-way road coming through, but let's work on this side first. So let's grab this and let's try and line this up. One more over. Yep, so we'll bring this one right across. Just like that, just a normal road, you know. That's fine. And then we'll have another road coming in right through here. Look at that, perfect. Okay, so we'll just pave that all in, and then we'll pave this in over here as well. And let's go with an industry road, and we're just going to slide this right across into here. Yeah, there we go. So maybe we'll say like, perhaps, you know, garbage trucks are coming over here. I'm not actually going to change that spawn point though, because it can really mess it up if you start putting it at the back of the building. You can probably get it to work properly, but I just don't want to risk it at this exact moment. Yeah, I'm probably being overly cautious, but you can totally put the garbage truck spawner over there. Okay, and then let's get these trees, this all covered up as well with concrete. We have a couple trees there, so we won't worry too much. But yeah, so now it looks like the garbage trucks can come over here, pick up the stuff. We have like security access or something like that, and we have side gate over here. Yeah, there we go. So we need parking for the workers. So I think we're gonna have parking over on this side. It seems like it's a bit more of like a worker entrance over here where they got the park benches and stuff like that, whereas this is clearly not. So let's get a bit of a parking lot. So let's go into our parking lot roads. Great little pack, a mod pack we have. So I think right about here, we'll try to center it off of this. Oh, no, how about we try right off of this node, and we'll bring it off just ever so slightly. And then we'll also do the same thing right about here. And then we'll just get, is that too big? Yeah, let's try this one then. Okay, we might need to back this up actually. Okay, and then I'm just going to hold Alt down. Whoa. Never mind. I had the building selected. There we go, that works, I think. Does that look centered to you guys? Maybe now we could upgrade this. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, so then we'll just fill that in with concrete. Okay, that's pretty nice. So just a simple little parking lot. And now we just need to add access. So I'm assuming that like, there probably would be handicap parking somewhere. That's not exactly the most handicap friendly parking zone, is it? So I guess we can get some over here. Actually, no. We'll forget about it for now. And we'll get some right there. And let's get some electric vehicle parking. You know what? I think we'll just keep this simple, you know? There we go. And apparently I accidentally locked it in a different place than I was expecting it to. Oh, never mind, I didn't. I was just being silly. Okay, so there we go. We got a nice little parking lot. You know, keep it simple. And we can just fill in the rest with some trees, just to kind of blend it in for now. Blend it into the environment, at least. Okay, and we have some zoning opportunities right here. So I think what I'll do is I'll just get a couple of commercial buildings. And, you know, it'll just be like a bit of a support for this area. Look at that. Look at all the money we're going to be making with this. We can just, you know, bump up the price, too. Alright, so I think we just need to do a bit of traffic management on this one. So, you know, just some dedicated turning lanes. You know what, I don't think this one really matters. We'll do that. This guy over here, we need some dedicated turning lanes for. Is there a node in the middle? That would be really important, actually. The reason why it would be important is for transitions. Yeah, okay, we do. We should probably actually have two. So we'll have a bit of a crosswalk over here. Right in the middle. And, oh, where's that second node? We lost it. Okay, so we'll have another one right here. And this one won't be a crossing. This is just going to be a middle node. There we go. So now they can have multiple opportunities to change lanes here. And then they can always dive right back into the factory. Okay, look at this. So we got a couple of industry buildings. I like these ones. I'm not a big fan of that bigger one though. So I think we'll just delete that. Sweet. Okay, so let's dive into the next factory. That was the first one. What is the next one on the list? It is the petroleum factory. But we're gonna do the car factory next. Didn't really want to do the list in order. So the car factory is something that we planned out for a little while. We were originally building out this way in some expansion episode. I think it was this one, and we realized that we weren't going to expand over here. This is going to become a factory. We're trying to figure out which factory it would be, and we settled on the car factory. So that is what we're going to do. So we have a nice clean access point over here. We're actually going to probably, well, let's just take a look at the asset size. Okay, so we have tons of space. I should probably put it over on this side. Okay, so let's grab some Move It Mod Magic, and we'll just back this up. There's two nodes here actually, so never mind. We'll just delete the shorter one, and let's get ourselves a toll booth. The reason why I want to do the toll booth here is because it kind of seems like it's a bit of a security gate, and you know, I would think that a car factory would have a bit of security. Don't exactly know why, but yeah, there we go. And let's just grab that, and let's just lower it down. Oh, you know what? We need to redo this because this was way too high when we were doing it, and that's why it looked funny. Okay, I think we're good now. All right, so let's grab that now. Whoops! Holy moly, Steven. We're already running out of time too. Silly me. All right, so let's take this out. We're going to increase the size, and we're just going to remove all the trees from the area, and then we'll add them back in when we are done. So, all right. So how is this factory going to work? Well, it requires a lot of stuff, and there's a train yard over here, and it's already got some things going. It's got commercial zone goods, unique factory products, glass, metal, unique factory products. Okay, so we actually have two unique factory products. So glass, metal, and what does the car factory need? Here it is. Plastic. Okay, so let's start importing plastic. And we'll put it on fill. And we'll also put this one on fill. And then this one on fill. All right. So the reason why we're using these ones is because they're already there. And it's close to the hub. It's just going to swing out and go right into the factory. So not too worried, to be honest, about any potential issues. And then right over here, we are going to get another one, and this one is for animal products. This one is for the leather, for the seats, for the the cars. There's a great opportunity right over here as well. We already have commercial zone goods. We do. Okay. You know what? I forgot to put a warehouse, sorry, for unique factory products out over in this area. So I think that's what we'll do. Somewhere. This is going to be right over here, let's say. And this one is put it on empty, unique factory products. And the reason why it needs to be a covered one is because, well, it's electronics, right? So all the finished electronics will go right into here, and then they'll be moved out over time. Oh, we need some water. Good to see. Perfect. Okay, so let's swing back over here, and now we need water out this way. That was a bit of a cheap move by me, cutting across there. Okay. So, let's get this car factory in. So right at the end of the toll booth here, I believe we're going to go, we're going to extend out ever so slightly. So I think we can go into this road tool, or this road group. Let's go with a grass-lined road. And let's just continue it out ever so slightly like that. And then let's dive into the industry road. And I think we're gonna have this off of this road over here. So let's find that factory. Here it is. Okay, so I do like it here, but we're going to move it back ever so slightly. So we're just gonna grab this. Let's pause the game. Just gonna move it back to about here. And then we're going to scooch this one right over like that. Yeah, very nice. So this is a pretty big factory, right? And we're using up a lot of space over here. A lot of space potential, sorry, is kind of what I mean. So I think what we need is... So let's see. So the cars come out of here. There's a fence all the way around this whole facility, eh? So there's only really one entrance and exit point. So what I'm thinking is we bring this one over to about here. And then we just grab this. We swing it out, something like that. So you come into here, you turn into the car factory. It gives you like a nice view of the facility too. And then let's try and make it something like that. Yeah, that works. Okay, so right in front of here, this is what I was kind of trying to do in the first place. We are going to have a giant parking lot because it's for cars, right? So we're going to have one right here, and then we're going to have a second one right here, I guess. Let's see if we can get these to connect up nicely. Okay, so we just need to move some things around, stretch it out to its maximum potential extent. There we go. All right, so the reason we're using this industrial one is because I feel like it's a bit more of like an open platform. Okay, and then let's swing this over here like that. Let's just use a normal road though. I should have thought about that actually. Why don't we use one of our newer roads? This one. And parking. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So let's get the lots in, I guess. So let's go with the biggest one possible. Doesn't really need to exist, to be honest, because they would probably just park where they needed them to. Let's change it up. Oh, it's Control X. Sorry, that's what it is. Let's go back over to the bigger one. That's too big. So let's just try to maximize our coverage first. Control X. And then we'll come back over with some more detailed ones. Yeah, let's now move over into some smaller things like this. There we go. And then this one. It's a bit off, but that's okay. We won't gripe about it too much. Then let's go into this. Control X. That's too big. Whoops. Is it the best parking lot of all time? No. But does it get the job done for what we're kind of going for? Oh yeah. Whoops, did not mean to put one there. This is the trickiest little thing in my life. Oh no, it wasn't the right one! Oh my god. Nice! Oh my god, I can't believe we did it. That was fantastic. Okay, there we go. And let's get some electric vehicles out over here. So, you know, it's the future. It's probably electric vehicles. A lot more. I mean, you know, there are electric vehicles now, but you know, they're quite expensive. Okay. And I guess we can't really have car parks like over here, like we do over here. So I mean, we probably shouldn't have done that. But because imagine now you have to go all the way down here. But that's okay. It's kind of funny. So there we go. And then we'll get it on the other side over here. And that's probably good enough. So massive parking lots. Let's get some trees to decorate this land. Let's go into a line. There probably wouldn't be trees here actually, because I'm sure that the company would be a bit more concerned with the fact that potentially they could fall over onto their cars. But that's okay. Oh wait, we wanted to leave this gap open, didn't we? All right, so it looks like we need some water out this way. And we definitely need water out over here. We'll have a direct line into here. That was way off, whoopsies. So, you know, the building spawn points mod is just fan-frickin-tastic for doing unique factories. Just absolutely love it. So let's just recenter this right onto that. And yeah, we should be good. I mean, what's going to be over here? Well, I was thinking some employee parking could be over here. So we'll just go into our parking lot asset tool and we'll just use this as employee parking. So you'd have to drive all the way around, wouldn't you? So perhaps this wasn't the best idea in the world to get this road over here. But you know, it does leave potential for future expansion. So why don't we instead grab a different road type and we'll just go with our normal road, because now you can actually turn into the lots. And then I also wanted to get the road maintenance building in here. I thought that this might look like it could have something to do with the factory or something like that. So let's do that, and let's get that road maintenance building right in there. And then we definitely need some more employee parking. I'm sure that the employees could probably park in here though too. Maybe one of the lots is for employees, so we won't do any more of that. All right. So one thing that this definitely needs though is a fence. They probably wouldn't like having their cars just willy-nilly laid about, so let's get a nice clean fence line right through here. Okay, come on. I guess there's a tree here, right? So let's try and just connect it right through. That tree grew through the fence, how about that? And we'll bring it down to here, and then to here. And then we'll get this fence right to there, and then right through here. Awesome. Bring this out, and we'll leave it there for now, because we don't know what we're doing out this way in the future. But you know, you can always throw in some supporting buildings to help with the look. So there we go. And then I think what we'll do is we'll just remove the road from going any farther than that. Okay, so yeah, I mean, there's nothing else we can really do because there's no other access points. So this is it. That's it. All right, so let's boost up production and let's get making some money. 3 speed, so it'll take some time for everything to catch up. Trains are going to be wild through here. So let's go over to the next one. So what's the next factory we have? Well, we have the petroleum refinery. Pretty cool. And where are we going to put that? Well, how about right over here, right in this little section. I feel like this is a pretty good spot. It's out of the way from most of the city. Although this is fertile land though, so maybe in the future it might not be. But you know, it is pretty close to some shaky ground potential. But I think this is a good spot for it. It's a bit out of the way. Maybe it's a company's redeveloped this land a couple times over time. It's not that far away from the oil. It's just one train stop away pretty much. And you can also drive to the oil from the oil area pretty quickly. I didn't want this out over here. It just looked a bit silly. So I'm thinking if we're getting some factories out this way, some future development over here might be pretty neat. It's pretty close to Dean Hills. This is where I was thinking. My other option was over here somewhere, but you know, this is a hill. It's a bit too close to the city as well. So yeah, we need to put it somewhere. I don't really love this spot in general. I was thinking over here as well, but then we're running into issues where, like, well, the planes are there and they're coming in. So, you know, maybe this is actually a better spot overall. Yeah, I mean, the planes would see those, and yeah, and if we put it over here though, it's a bit close to the rail line, which is something that I'm trying to avoid. But there's not really any other viable options, is there? So let's get it right in here. That's okay. We'll forget about it forget about any potential issues. So I guess we're heading back over here. And let's grab the industry road, I guess. And let's get our guidelines on. Bring it out like that. And in, let's see how we're doing this. That's probably a bit too close, isn't it? Okay, so let's go with a different road then. Right here. Throw that along there. Let's see how we can potentially get it over here. Along Highway 17. Yeah, this could work. Okay, I'm gonna change the roads up, don't worry. Okay, let's just smooth everything out. Whoops. So, you know, the thing about doing this is it takes lots of clicks. So if you heard my mouse, and then let's level it out around here because it's probably needing to be a bit more level actually, rather than sloped. So the highway would probably have been ducked down around this, and I'm sure this factory goes underground a bit as well. That's pretty good. Okay, and then we definitely need to remove any trees from around here. All right, so it looks like there's a side gate over here or something. No, it just looks like a fence. And then looks like there's a gap in the fence right here. So I think we'll need, oh, and then here's a storage facility. So we'll need a maintenance road all the way around. So that's the first thing we need to figure out. So there we go. It doesn't have road access now. Let's get this right about here. There we go. And then let's go with the maintenance road. Okay. Fantastic. So let's just straighten that out a bit so it's on a bit of an angle. Let's use some node controller magic right through here, and let's just square the node. And I guess we need to make it wider actually is what we needed to do. All right, so you're driving up here and you see Grant Co, and then you park in this area. So let's check out the parking, or the spawn points mod, and let's move the spawn point for it a bit closer over here and back it up all the way. So now hopefully they'll use this space appropriately, and then maybe they park a truck over here, and then that's a weird security issue, and then maybe, what is this, security? There's not even a door in the back end. Oh, there's a door right there, but it doesn't get you into the factory. Unless I'm missing something. Anyways, so pretty much that was a pretty simple little one. Took us a little while to plan out where we were going to put it though, but that's okay. So we'll bring that in right through there, and then it'll have its access point. Okay, and let's just clean this up a little bit. This area could definitely use a security gate, but maybe it, let's actually try getting that in, because it should definitely have a security gate. We could actually swing it out like this. It's pretty cool. And then we connect up here with like a nice clean 4-lane road. Okay, well let's get rid of a node here. There we go. And let's see how this looks if we bring it all the way up to something like that. That's pretty good. We probably would need a couple more lanes through here, to be honest, but I think that's fine. So let's set it up appropriately. There's a node right there so they can switch. There's a node there so they can switch. Let's make sure that they can all get around. So there's a security gate over here. This would probably now need a couple more tracks now, wouldn't it? For storage reasons. I wonder if we could even slide our connection over here for importing reasons, but perhaps not. Okay, so trucks will be coming in through here. Let's make sure that everything is secure because, you know, it is explosive material and it just needs petroleum, plastic, and metal. So metal, we are good. So we're importing metal and we're going to be importing the plastic from over here. Okay, so we need petroleum though. So let's grab ourselves a warehouse. Let's go for a large one. Yeah, I don't know if having petroleum that close to the rail line would be a good idea. I don't even know if petroleum refinery this close would be a good idea. But let's go and let's get a large one. So I think we'll set it on fill petroleum. It's gonna take a little while to fill up, but I think it's gonna be fine. So let's just get it to the same height as this. Scooch that down. And it looks like we need a bit of a road extension just to here. Yeah, and then this is all fine and dandy, but we'd probably need a bit of a security gate, wouldn't we? So let's go into the fence and let's turn our guidelines off. Off, I said. And we'll bring a fence right through there, and then we'll bring this right along to there. And you know, one of these days we'll switch the this interchange up. All right, so we have one more factory to do, folks. And let's get this last one right through there. We should be good. Okay, so maybe we get a couple more commercial buildings in here now that we kind of see what's happening. I think that's probably good, actually. Okay, yeah, and then we'll leave the rest for future growth. Like we can maybe extend this out over here a little bit and then get some petroleum industry. So if we were to make this like a district, we can then go into industries and then use oil industry. Then if we just get a bit of road extension out here, maybe that's what this security gate is for then. Kind of monitoring some things over this way. If we just do something like that. It's a bit off for some reason. That's okay. Won't worry about it too much. And then we can get some cool oil industry buildings. Even though, you know, I don't think this would really be in Ontario that much, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll leave it. So Rosewood Square, and we'll just leave that. All right, so last one is going to be over here. So if we're looking at the city, this is downtown. This is an area that we really need to build up soon. We'll get to it eventually. But this area right through here is a interesting zone because it's a cargo split area. So it's an area where the passenger line's on the inside and the cargo is on the outside. So you see the green train right here, and the cargo is on the outside. So a couple options here. I think option numero uno is probably the best. So we'll go with that. Let's actually just check out where the restrictions are. They're right over here. Okay, so we can actually just pause the game, delete that one. And then if I go into this network multi-tool and I grab that, let's pause the game while we're doing this actually. And I go into parallel, then I select that and we parallel it all the way over to here. And then how about we get this right along, because we were gonna get a passenger train station out here eventually, weren't we? So how about right here is where the trains would have to divert, so the cargo trains would have to switch right after the bridge, because they probably wouldn't do two bridges. So we'll click enter, and then I'm just going to delete. What? There we go. We'll just connect up like that, so turn bending off. We'll just need to do a bit of tweaking here with the rails. There we go. So we have the restriction somewhere over here, so we don't really need to have it anywhere else. You only really need it on one track. So, all right, so that means the passengers on the inside. This is going to be interesting because we need to get cargo onto the other side. So I think we have the cargo over on this side. We'll have it just as like a bit of a stop. And then we'll have trucks running onto the Duke of Edinburgh. Well, maybe we can rise this up and over as well, so we can have better access. So let's just take a quick look at the topography. Yeah, so we'll have the train right about here. So let's try and line up cleanly. Well, it does curve though, so just do something like that. Let's get that cargo rail station in. Okay, there we go. And then let's just recenter it. So this isn't going to be a yard. This is going to be a stop. Maybe we can get an extra point or something like that as well. Like an extra line. Okay, so let's have it right about here. There we go. Okay, so we're going to have a nice clean connection. Probably... Oops, realized I didn't do the bridge, did I? So elevate, upgrade. There we go. Don't need it anywhere else, do we? Alrighty, so let's just go into here. Let's grab our asymmetrical road. And we're going to probably not want to be right in the curve. Although it's probably the best spot, although it's kind of sloped, so I don't know. We'll have it right here. There we go, let's flip it around. And then we'll just go into the industry road. Come on. There we go. Nice clean curve. Connect in. And then we need to bring this one up and over. So this is just a normal road. Alright, so we need to go into elevated road. Straight. Let's go up to 10, and this is pretty much what we need to get the height to, right through there. And then we'll just go elevated down into here and home, and I'll just kind of do that. There we go. And then right through here we'll go into our network multi-tool, and we'll just set the slope. There we go. Okay, let's take a quick look at the topography. Yeah, so we're running out of space a little bit, but that's actually kind of good. So let's go into this road, ground level I said. So right about here we need to start curving around, don't we? So we'll go into that. There we go. Nice smooth curve. And yeah, you know what? Why don't we just kind of follow the terrain here? Okay, there we go. And then let's select this asymmetrical road. And we'll upgrade this. Something like that. And then over here, we can just have, so all the trucks will need to come out through here and then they'll go around there like that. It's probably a bit of a better option. And then we can also have some factories out this way then too, can't we? So let's just grab this as a straight road. Bring this right across. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about how this looks because I am trying to get this complete. We got tons of space. Look at this. Alrighty, and how about we just get one kind of slip connection here, like that. This is just for look of the yard. Does not serve any purpose at all. Maybe a bypass for some reason. Alrighty, and then we're just gonna get the last one in, and we'll call it a day, folks. And tomorrow's episode is gonna be a lot of random fixes and builds that I've kind of just put off. And then it'll be the last one for a little while. So here is a furniture factory warehouse, and we need to get the soft paper factory in here. So where is it? It's right here. This is the last one. So the soft paper factory, it's a pretty cool building, but we're going to be running it off of this road right here, which is actually a bus stop. So maybe it's not the best place in the world. So how about we just change up some things ever so slightly, and we'll just do that. And then I'm just going to move these over onto this one, and then we'll go into buses. Bus stop, drag stop to move it. There we go. It's probably not a good idea to have that there, to be honest. So how about we just plop it down right in front of the factory. This is like maybe like an IKEA or something like that, but this is where we're going to be getting the entrance for our furniture factory. So or not a furniture factory, holy cow. The soft paper factory, that's the word. Okay, so we're just going to go into our asymmetrical road, flip it around. So now they have nice access everywhere. I doubt anything would ever need to go straight, but you never know. Oh no, never mind, because they have paper and plain timber down here. So let's, you know, it's always good to share warehouses, right? So okay, we'll plop that down right there. It's probably, again, not the best idea to be so close to the rail line. Perhaps I should have been a bit further over. Something like that, maybe. But now we're getting pretty close to the town, and that's not something I was too keen on, but I think that's probably a good idea just to have that in place. Okay, so we will go like this, bring this right across, connect up like that. And this should probably be a normal road, shouldn't it? Okay, and then this doesn't need to go that far down there then. We'll didn't do everything I needed to first. Okay, so let's check the building spawn point. And we're going to have the entrance right at the junction. Pretty cool looking building. There's not any other exits, are there? There's probably an exit over here somewhere, so we'll get just a normal road actually. And then we'll just pave in everything. Whoops. Over here. Guys, come on, it would be paved in real life, right? And then right through here is actually buildable land. So there's also an entry point over here. So I always like putting a parking lot right in here. Okay, let's grab it, let's move it. There we go. Okay, sweet. So we'll just throw this right there like that. And then we'll go into the smaller one and then get even smaller. Fantastic. Okay, so let's just get a couple trees in here just to kind of spruce up the look. And we need to get another road right through here. And then also pavement. Forgot about that on this side. Fantastic. So there's probably like an entry point over here. And there we go. So a little detailed factory. And there's lots of room to grow as well. Maybe we can get a nice road connection right through here or something like that into this factory zone. But let's just make sure that we have everything. So paper, plastics, we need petroleum, and crops. So that's not a big deal. Let's bump up that. And then we'll call it a day. So look at that. It's just an hour. So let's see. So petroleum would probably be... Looks like there's storage over here. But there... Is this a gate over here at all? No, there isn't. That looks like it could be a... No, it's not. Okay, so we'll have the petroleum right there because we need a spot. So we'll put it on fill, petroleum, and then we need crops. So that means we need to go into here and you go into the farm services, and we're just gonna get a big one like that. And we're just gonna put it right beside it and fill. All right, well, that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed today's build. You know, there's lots of stuff that we can still detail and whatnot. So we did that factory, we did this one. This one's pretty cool. I like the look of this. And look at that, these buildings are fantastic. So we did this one, and then we also did two factories over here. We did the electronics factory and the petroleum refinery. So let's go back to this factory, the car factory, because I really like how this looks. And we'll call it a day. So have a wonderful rest of your day, folks. Talk to you tomorrow. Peace out.